While I was making progress, I learned that the legacy program was quietly behind the scenes pushing back, and they were creating bureaucratic hurdles. They were somehow able to block the funding that was approved for the UAP task force. I can't describe it any other way than I was just angry. There's this hidden hand that is blocking all of these actions and things that I'm doing. A subversive government overriding the real government. It's so bad that we really aren't going to make progress until someone shines the light on them.
And then the staff and the members start to dig in more. They begin to understand the landscape. They begin to understand how much secrecy there is, how much resistance there is to coming clean on this.
As Congress began hearing from whistleblowers in classified settings, they came to the realization of the existence of the legacy program. The main players in the legacy program have long been the Central Intelligence Agency, the United States Air Force, the Department of Energy, and major defense contractors. The Central Intelligence Agency is responsible for the oversight of the overall effort. You might think of them as a little bit as a headquarters element.
The Deputy Director of Science and Technology at the CIA controls the UAP crash retrieval portfolio.
The United States Air Force is responsible for field operations. These are the folks that are responsible for deploying within moments' notice anywhere in the world to go secure and retrieve crashed UAP.
We have intelligence teams quickly notified if there's some UAP event that might involve a crashed vehicle or pieces from a crashed vehicle.
The United States Air Force uses their own special forces, but they also coordinate with other special forces in the other branches of the U.S. military.
They're so well organized that they basically can get to a site, gather material, whatever it is, and once it's in their possession, they have the authority to classify it and therefore make any information about it unavailable to the public, even admission that it exists unavailable to the public.
The defense contractors, they're responsible for the exploitation and the reverse engineering and analysis of the materials.
They provide technical and advisory services that the government doesn't have.
And last but not least is the Department of Energy. They are the world's experts in anything that is related to either atomic or nuclear technology or anything that gives off radiation. But there's another advantage because the Department of Energy has its own security classification system, well outside the overview and oversight, if you will, of traditional classification systems like the Department of Defense or the intelligence community.
They've used the security and classification language in the Atomic Energy Act to hide the legacy crash retrieval program.